Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Aura Wardanin, and I will be the moderator for this evening debate session with group three. We have for today's debate session, we have two teams: the government team and the opposition team. Today's debate will raise the topic of abortion is illegal. Forgive me. Now, the members of the government teams are Nabila Putri Latifah as Prime Minister, Thamrin Yahya as Deputy Prime Minister, and Lizi Nurul Isnaeni as government whip. On the opposition side are Aira Juniar as the opposition minister, and Rika Novia as the Deputy Opposition Minister, and Ahmad Hafidz as the opposition whip. Now, as the moderator, allow me to convey the rules for today's debate session. The first rule of the government team will start the debate session from speaker one, continue from speaker two. From speaker one, continue from speaker two, speaker one of the opposition team, and so on and so forth. The second rule will be in the first minute of every speech, the speaker from the other side can have the opportunity with raising their hand and say point of information, and they will be given 15 seconds to deliver the questions. And the third and final rule is that after all the speakers from the two teams have already explained their arguments and their points, we will have each of the teams to relay their speech from each side of the opposition team and the government team. And with that being said, let us begin the first session of our debate, starting from the Prime Minister from the government team, Nabila. Nabila, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I agree with statement that abortion is illegal. Abortion is an activity carried out by abortion. Cases of abortion that usually occur are caused by unwanted pregnancies. In cases of pregnancy out of wedlock, economic inability, lack of family support to problems with spouses. So for me, abortion is illegal because it is considered an act of murder. How come? This is because successful conceptions means that a new life has begun, and an abortion can bring that life to a halt. Of course, there is already an article that discusses halt, which states that everyone is prohibited from having an abortion. This prohibition also illustrates that essentially every creation of God has the right to live and survive. Abortion is also very dangerous for women because it can cause damage to the uterus and vagina. This damage can be in the form of holes or serious injuries to the uterine wall, cervix, and vagina. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabila, for your argument and point. The second that would be speaking will be the first speaker from the opposition team, Aira Junior. Aira, time is yours.
Okay, so I disagree about the motion that say abortion is illegal because for us, abortion is a choice, especially if the woman is not mentally or financially ready to bear the child's life after, or the pregnancy is dangerous for the woman or for the baby. This assistance is certainly without stigmatizations that criminalizes or judges the victim. 100% good intentions for help. In the world of abortion debates, instead of banning abortion, they see the practice as a choice. Why? Because for us, the body is the woman's authority. And in a country, they should have the right to a legal and safe abortion. Unfortunately, according to them, women in Indonesia do not have that right. Abortion is regulated in the 29 Healthy Law and Government Regulation 61/20 and 14 on reproductive health. Abortion is not permitted except on the grounds of medical emergencies for the mother and baby and for victims of rape. In reality, abortion should always be an option even if the woman in question doesn't fulfill these two main conditions. It could be, for example, that the woman is not psychologically, or financially ready to care for her child. Unfortunately, however, their voices are very much minor in Indonesia. Thank you.
And now that we are done with, and now we will now move on to the second speaker of each of the main debates, debate, debate teams, starting from the second speaker from the government team, Thamrin Yahya. Thamrin, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I agree with the statement that abortion is an option for women. But one thing we must know is we must have responsibility for every decision that we make. And I think abortion is not a responsible way to prevent childbirth. Or maybe I can say it's such a disgrace thing that every human can do. Abortion means to kill a new life and to endanger a woman's body. It seems like the people who have an abortion easily think the fetus is just a thing. If they don't have a baby, there are several ways to avoid having a baby before pregnancy rather than doing abortion. And also, many people think that abortion is an easy way to prevent a childbirth. But many people didn't realize that abortion have a bad impact for a woman's body. It's possible that a woman cannot have a baby anymore because it hurts the woman's body. And for the worst thing, it's possible that woman can die because of it. And why it can be happen, from my opinion, it's because of the lack of the education about abortion. And the last point that I want to say is the baby. Whether he or she is born or not has the right to live. Who can say that the baby has no hope? It's possible that the baby can have a better life than ours. We don't have any right to kill a newborn baby. Moreover, I think only human beings do abortion. Humans are the only animals that kill their babies intentionally. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamrin. We will now be moving to the second speaker from the opposition team, which will be Rika Novia. Rika, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I, as the opposition team, do not agree that abortion is illegal because, as explained by my colleague, that abortion is everyone's choice, like problems into one that must be raised, and also victims of rape. Citing the health side of the Mayo Clinic, heart problems pose a risk to pregnant women. The risk depends on the nature and severity of the heart condition of the pregnant woman. At the higher level, heart problems in pregnant women can cause death from a heart attack. And apart from heart disease, seizures also have an impact on the rupture of the blood vessels to cause bleeding in the brain. So this pregnancy must be terminated immediately.
Right, I guess that's how we'll wrap it up. So now that we have heard their sorry, and now that we have finished with the second speakers from both teams, we will now be moving third speaker from the government team, which is Lizi. Lizi, time is yours.
All right. So Law number 36 of 2009 concerning Health, Article 75, paragraph 1 states that everyone is prohibited from having an abortion. So it can be seen that we still have a rule in our country that doesn't allow abortion. So we, as a good citizen, of course, we must obey to the rule. And then continued by the second paragraph on the rule, it may be exempted based on the first indication of medical emergency for the mother and the baby and then the pregnancy as a result, of rape. And our team agreed that there's only two exceptions of legally abortion, as opponent team stated. However, when we see an issue, we have to see where how much the bad or good impact of it. In this case, legaling abortion could lead to several negativity. I'm I'm pointing out what my friend already said. First point is abortion is killing a person's right to life, the rights of the newborn baby. Can you imagine that? How cruel is that to loss of newborn baby life? And then it is also possible for the mother or the parents for the trauma of guilt to have killing their baby later. And the second point is for the mother herself. It is very dangerous for her body. Some of the diseases that can be happen are heavy bleeding, injury to the uterus, or infection due to the incomplete abortion practice, and many more of the diseases. Next, I want to put all of you in a situation. Let's take a look at parents. Perhaps they use this allowance, the legalization of abortion, as an excuse or as a path to go out for their unpreparedness, such as the unwanted pregnancy or another motive like maybe revenge. So, who are responsible to the situation and who can handle the situation? So, our team strongly believe that it is better to keep it illegal after seeing from the impact. Thank you.
Thank you, Lizi, for your argument. And our next speaker and our third opposition speaker will be delivered by Ahmad Hafidz. Hafidz, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. As the third speaker for the opposition team, I stand before you today to deliver our closing remarks on the topic of abortion and why it should remain legal. It is crucial to acknowledge that criminalizing abortion doesn't eradicate the practice. It only drives it underground, making it dangerous and life-threatening for countless women. History has shown us the devastating consequences of restricting access to safe abortions. Desperate women have resorted to unsafe methods, resulting in severe health complications and even death. By keeping abortion legal, we empower women to make informed decisions about their bodies, ensuring their safety and well-being. In conclusion, the opposition team has demonstrated that abortion should remain legal. We have emphasized the importance of women's autonomy, their right to access safe health care, and potential dangers of criminalizing abortion. By upholding legal access to abortion, we protect the life and well-being of countless women. Let us not ignore the realities faced by women who seek abortion and let us decision that respect their dignity, autonomy, and humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Hafiz, for your argument. And with that, we have heard all of the arguments and counterpoint of views from each and every opposition and government teams. And now we will begin with the replay speech. The first replay speech will be given from the opposition team given by Rika Novia. Rika, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Abortion is person's choice to remove her womb, whether it's a uterine problem or a victim of rape. So abortion is not an illegal act. Our reason is strong because abortion is not a mistake. Even quoting from the Mayo Clinic that I met on the CNN Indonesia website, that the doctor said severe heart disease could cause death to both the womb and the mother. Therefore, an abortion had to be done, and the victim rate is permissible to have an abortion because some people are not ready and it can damage them psychology because every day there is definitely a thought of a fetus in their stomach and it can cause excessive stress. I give it back to the moderator.
Thank you. And we'll now hear the replay speech from the government team given by Lizi. Lizi, time is yours.
All right. Our team deserves to win by looking at the comparison of the arguments of the two teams where the opposition teams only gave arguments regarding two mutually agreed viewpoint facts that there are the reasons for rape and health. There are no further elaboration of the arguments given. And what if those two reasons are just an excuse? Who can guarantee that the reasons are true? Moreover, if later legalized, it will increase the practice of abortion with no clear reasons for doing it. Thank you.
All right. Well then, after many of your arguments and points, we can now conclude this debate session as closed. Thank you so much for all of the speakers for giving and for also giving your arguments and thoughts. And thank you for the audience for paying attention. And me as the moderator, I want to apologize if I have made any further mistakes so far. With that, I bid you all farewell. Thank you very much.